Alright, I downloaded the demo for Roadcraft here. This is a game that's out already, but I wanted to see if it's worth buying. It looks pretty cool. It's the kind of stuff I would probably play. So this is my first time. I haven't done anything. It took forever to load. I'll give you that warning. I think that's a first time thing because it's figuring out like what's the best settings and stuff. I am going to turn off the music. Other than that, I'll leave this running. I'll leave everything else as is. Okay, so, geez. Alright, I may or may not have to change the mouse settings because this is like, it feels really clunky, but we'll see. Alright, so company name. What do? We build roads. Orange. Whoops. Orange cone. Delays. Incorporated. Inc. Oh man, come on. Let's see if that. Traffic jam. We'll just call it that. Alright. Oh, we have a choice of vehicles. So you can have a big F-150 looking truck or a Land Rover looking. I'm going to go with the Rover. Good to go. Oh, wait. Yeah, because we're traffic, right? So we got to have a traffic cone. Let's see what this looks like. Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, that's kind of neat. Also kind of neat. I think I'm still going to go with the straight up traffic cone color. Orange is my favorite anyway. Convoy. I'm just going to leave everything standard. I'm not gonna mess with stuff. Sure you want to accept. Okay. Precipice. So it looks like, I'm wondering how many of these you can actually play in this. I'm guessing it's just the first couple. Let's find out. Good to know. Alright. Yeah, see that little tractor down there? That's what you wait forever on the front screen. This says it's done, but it's still... Okay. Reinforcing the shoreline of a phosphate. Task part of a large-scale SNR preparation. Coming storm. Okay. Welcome to Roadcraft. Codex section. So you hit. Okay. Oh, you gotta.
Hey there. The name's Kelly, and I'll be your friendly neighborhood dispatcher for today and every day unless we screw something up. Then the company replaces us, like dead batteries. But until then, I'll be here to help as much as I can. Not that you need much help with your first task. You need to head to the lookout point and take in the general layout of that town on the coast. They're bracing for one hell of a storm. I suggest you get on with the agenda before the storm hits.
Oh, I see. There's a handbrake. Interesting drive dynamic. This is your tracked objective. Update what you included in previous Step. Check out the surroundings. Okay. Cool. Also cool. So now I gotta go to the next one. Interesting drive dynamic for sure. Oh, you can lock the wheels and stuff. So if I need four-wheel drive, I can turn that on. Differential lock is on. The all-wheel drive is on. I don't really need the differential lock. Whoa! Okay, the faster you're going, the faster the steering responds. So even though the wheels aren't turning that much, the faster you're going. There's a lot of body roll on this too. Okay. Trying to get to. Let's see if I can just take this road. Interesting. Turn around. Something is not right. So, I miss a turn off probably. Steering wheel will make this a little easier. Okay, so the dynamics are good, they're just really clunky with the keyboard versus, having like a controller or something, probably. So I feel like I was, I see. Turn. Okay.
Enjoying the sights? I often hear they're the best part of your job. At least your job has a best part. I have to make do with cheap coffee and a broken AC. Ready for your next mission? Well, aren't you lucky? Investigate the phosphate plant. Not too exciting, but who am I to argue, right? Go take a look.
Okay, where is it? Over to the right. So I probably have to go through that water. The, whatchamacallit, shows the depth. probably have to, I can't see these trees just yet. Probably have to follow the river. See an entrance right there. Probably want to do that because there's a road. That makes sense. Alright. That's kind of cool. Right. Got a front end scraper. Open the map tab, okay. Clear the way into the plant, visit the forward base. Press enter to focus your camera. And track it. Cool. So, how do I switch machines? I have to go into the map. Let's check out the vehicles tab. Press select it. Okay. Cool. Drivers have several modes to be toggled by pressing 1 and 2. So, marching to the upper, manual, full control. Asphalt, removes asphalt, blades, and flattening. Okay.
Hey, you're not a bad navigator. To be fair, a child could handle it if they could reach the gas pedal. Still, you did fine too, so kudos to you. Now it's time to get you to your forward base. It's not much to look at, but should keep you warm. Oh, and on your way there, be a darling and clear the plant's old entrance for the cavalry. They're coming later, if the higher-ups don't cut the funding.
Okay. and forward base. Oh, there we go. I need to go there, so I feel like I don't need this vehicle for this. So, park it over here. Alright, hey, there's a dude in there. Look at that. Smash! Where am I going? Off to my right. Objectives, duh. I totally drove past it. Okay, so I gotta turn around. In. So far, just a whole lot of driving. Felt like there would be more like road work, machinery and stuff. Look at that. Lots more machines, it looks like. Cool. Alright, I am at the forward base.
Welcome. The good news is, you're in charge now. Bad news is, the storage and allocation of resources are all on you. So, use them wisely. And remember, a penny saved is a penny earned. For the company. Well, on to your next job. Storm's rolling in, and we need to build a flood wall before it does. Before it rolls in, I mean. Storm seldom builds walls. First, we need to plot a route from the base to the phosphate plant. Once we do that, we can deliver the crane parts to make the wall.
Plot a route. Build a route to deliver crane parts to the phosphate plant. Okay. Plan a route for autonomous vehicles. Okay, so crane parts to the find a recover generator. Okay, so what do I do to plan a route? You safeguard the coast against any emissions to plan a route from the forward base to the phosphate plant. Facilitate Grimms may sound and our line of work time frequently equates to livelihoods, so it's not wasted. Okay, so okay, infrastructure tab is activities become available as you okay. Open one of the requests to see how route plotting works. Open a request. Okay, so open one of the requests. Okay, so how do I undo it? Because G isn't doing anything. There we go. Okay, so we have a... I assume we have to start one here. And then we need one. Okay. Probably doing way too many of these, but so like a receiving area here, or does it matter? Probably doesn't matter. So I feel like, do they need to follow the road? I'm going to make it so they follow the road. I feel like that's like a prerequisite. Because autonomous doesn't mean smart. Okay. Okay, I feel like I did it. Is there like some reason to cut all this off? So, done, right? I don't know what else to do. Plot routes. Really? Yeah, well. Okay. Now I get it. Alright, so. Go here. Here. So the other route I plotted is pointless, but okay, I didn't need to do it that way.
Looks like we're gonna need a generator for the phosphate plant. There should be one somewhere close to the abandoned facility. Check your map. If you can find it, bring it back to the garage inside the abandoned facility.
So, let's see. So I need to go south the way I was going. Okay. Almost forget to turn off the brake. Okay. What? So where did it fail? Oh, go figure. Okay. Okay. So what do I do? Remove point, edit point, add point in between two existing points. There we go. Cool. Okay, back to what I was doing. I gotta figure out how to get up there or get a winch up there. Can't seem to get the winch to aim that high. Let's go around and see if there's a way to drive up there. So in real life, all this rebar would be destroying my tires. But, you know, It's not real life. I don't know if I can maneuver here. Nope. That's not good. Left shift. I don't know what I just did, but, alright, I'm going to drive all the way back. This maneuverability is questionable. I wonder if I could just drop down there. Oh, nope. Okay, I got it. Okay, that's the recovery area. I want to go to the forward base. There we go. Now I understand what the hell that is. Okay. Must be another way to get up there. To that. Junk in the way. There's another ramp over here somewhere. Is that really all the views? Saw, because there's a ramp up there, so there's got to be a way to get up there. don't see it though. I don't see anything. Over here, is there anything up? I gotta find an up ramp is what I'm looking for. I don't see it. I don't know how much water fording I can do over here because it's looking kind of deep. So see that up there? I just don't know how I'm gonna get up there. Can I keep going around? Maybe? Go back the way I came. Don't fall off. Why isn't it? Come on, I want the low gear. Why aren't you engaging low gear? Do I have to like hold it? Why isn't it engaging? Now it's in, okay. Let's take forever. Bet you I can go up through here. Can we push, pull, knocked over, hooked with a winch for yellow markings to spot them? So I'm guessing I can knock that down or pull it down. Oh, it held up. To do with this. It's just pulling me towards it. It's not doing any good. Knocking that down is not going to help. Let's see. Let me knock it down and just see what happens. Don't fall off! Okay. Alright, well that makes a straight across, so... Oh, I see. I got distracted by the winch stuff. I got distracted by the winch points and didn't just notice there's all this stuff. I can get turned around, and the maneuverability on this is terrible. Right. There we go. have to like drag it all the way back. That's gonna suck. So, how do I deliver? Pull the generator over to the local garage. Okay. K is recover item. Okay. It's not doing anything. Okay. So, how do I... I see, so... figure out how to get it off this platform. First, because otherwise I don't see. Let me go back to this. Is that why all these winch points? I don't know, that seems arbitrary. I don't know how to do this at all. Maybe I can just drag it. I don't know. Easier way to do this. I just don't know how to do it. I feel like this game is not giving me enough info. Like, there's gotta be a way to like load this on top of the truck or put it into a different vehicle or have a friggin' helicopter come get it. Yeah, this feels not the right way. So getting the glow gear to turn on and off is really not happening. There has to be a better way than this. I guess I could have just knocked it off there. I don't think I can pull it back up. This maneuverability is horrible. Well, let me break that. Come on. feel like I'm working way too hard. This should be way easier than this. Right. Fall down. Come on. Ow. Ah! Back. There you go. Oh, come on. Have to reposition it a little. Come on. It's gotta work. If I can grab it from down there now. So let me do this. Alright, well. if this is the way you're supposed to do this. This is dumb AF. Getting stuck. There's gotta be a better way. I'm like an hour into this game and I still haven't built a single road. Instead, I'm sitting here dragging a crate. At some point, I will learn that there is a way easier way to do this. Or somebody will just comment on this video and tell me, hey, dumbass, you could have just done this. Is that a road? Oops. I was kind of hoping that was a road. I think there's one up there. Buddy, you can do it. Okay. Let's go. Right, still moving. Out of the mud. Thank you. Now let's see. That looks like a road. I don't know if I ever a good one, but it does look like a road. May be able to turn off low gear here. Oh, great. The water. It's not good. Doesn't look too deep. Flat terrain. Give it a shot, because I've got to get right to the other side, so... Alright, so far so good. I don't know if I'm going to do a full playthrough on this demo if it keeps going like this. I have a new vehicle. Go to the vehicles tab, huh?
You wrapped up all the prep work nicely. I knew I could rely on you, which is especially great since I had nobody else to rely on. You're the only contractor in the sector. The fate of everything rests upon you. No pressure. Besides, the only thing left to do is to build the flood wall before the storm hits. First, you'll need to scoop up some concrete slabs. There should be plenty around your base. Naturally, you'll want to use the crane to move them. Then you need to drop them off in the loading area. Easy as pie, right? I could go for some pie. Anywho, the generator's in working order, so now you just need to make sure it's delivered. Shouldn't be too hard. Just plot a course from the workshop to the phosphate plant.
So I probably could have done that to start. Okay, well, so what do I gotta do? Where's the generator? It's, I don't see the generator anywhere. Park this. Concrete slabs create a route to move the generator. Okay. So where's the generator? I feel like I'm doing this wrong. Marker limit reached. Okay. So let's clear everything. Yeah, I was doing it wrong because, you know, Not a whole ton of guidance on this. Oh, still the wrong kind of marker. So from here we go. I don't think that gate is open. All right. I like that the sound is in stereo. That horn was in my left ear. Let's see if I can open that other gate. close, but let's find out. Hold to activate. So how do I lift it? Like, how do I go up and down? Okay. That makes sense. Feels like it's trying to attach to the wrong one. I'm trying to grab the bottom one instead of the top. I don't really see a way to change that. information on some of these things, a little more info or help. I don't know how much I'm going to like this game if it keeps going like this, because this just feels super clunky. Like it should be way easier to do this stuff. And how do I get rid of this stupid thing over on the left? Gonna try to attach to the wrong one. Like, there we go. Guess I could have just swung the crane over. Oops. Yeah, just park right here. Put down the anchors. Whoops. I don't know what that happened. physics? Alright, let's do something else then. So what's the other objective? Okay. Now what?
Looks like you'll need to do some hauling. Take the cargo truck and load it up with the concrete slabs and steel beams. Then deliver it to the phosphate plant. And if you're in the mood for extra supplies, you could plot a route between the warehouse and the forward base. It's not essential, but it'll make things easier for you in the long run.
Alright. I am gonna pause. Let me see if I can save. No. But, yeah. I'm gonna call this an okay game. I don't know what the price tag is for it. But I am going to say I would play this game. It just feels a little bit tedious. I mean, we've been here for an hour and a half. And, yeah, I don't feel like I've accomplished that much. But I'll come back to it. I'm gonna finish playing this demo soon, and I'll come back to it and show you more later, and then give a better kind of idea of what I think of this game once I've learned how to play it. It feels like there's quite the learning curve here. So, all right. Anyway, I think I will call it here. Okay, I just want to show you where I'm at. So, this is where I'm giving up on the game. This is like the third time I've loaded that truck, and even when you do the strapping it down thing, it still ends up like tipping over or whatever like this, and you have to completely reload it yet again. It's a huge pain. The physics in this game for driving vehicles is not good. So that's it. That's as far as I'm getting in the demo. I did a couple of things where I had to figure out some puzzle work to get a generator down and some other stuff that was kind of cool, but honestly, I'm not going to play this game anymore. So this sort of thing is super frustrating, especially when it's not me. It's 100% game mechanics. So yeah, there we go. I'm done. This crane is really kind of clunky to use. Takes a while to get used to it. But yeah, I'm done playing this game. So that's where we're at. All right. This is, I just wanted to give a final update before I uninstall this. Cool. Talk to you on the next one.